In this video, we will look at two evaluation passing strategies for Apex Trader funding. There are two specific methods. The first one is using a red folder news event. The reason why you want to use a red folder news event is because these events usually move very large, 20, 30, 50 to 100 points or more, especially if it has something to do with non-farm. So you can go on forexfactory.com and search for non-farm, core CPI, core PPI. These are the words you want to look for. These three are the best ones to use the strategies on. The other red folder news sometimes don't give a lot of push, like unemployment claims did not have a lot of move, maybe 20, 30 points sometimes. ISM, same thing. Once you've identified when those red folder news are going to happen, usually non-farm and core PPI, CPI will be at 8:30 in the morning. You have to make sure you wake up at least 15 to 30 minutes before so you can set all your accounts straight. I use NinjaTrader 8. What I do here is I have a specific presetting in my ATM called red folder OCO 15. Let's look at what those settings are. This is particularly for a 50K account. You can see my profit has been set to 62 ticks. And if you don't know what points are, you do 62 divided by 4 because every 1 point in NQ is 4 ticks. And the reason why I put 62 instead of 60 is because, again, there are commissions. Because I want to make sure that by the time my profit target hits, all my evals are passed, including commissions. Now that we know the setting, how do we actually place the trade on the day of the red folder news? What you would do is you would right click on this little black area and you click OCO order. Then you want to select 20 to 30 points higher and lower of what the current price is exactly 30 seconds before 8:30, the red folder news. Now, you don't want to do this earlier because if you do it earlier, I've had times where it jolted me into a trade and then it goes the other side and I end up losing the accounts. This is why many times I wait until 15 to 10 seconds before 8:30 and then I put on this trade. Let's see, now it's 15 seconds before 8:30. Now I will go here and I'll right click and I'll select buy stop market 10. What this means is that the moment price entered 20432, it will trigger me 10 contracts long to the upside. Now I want to place the same trade on the lower side because I don't know which side it's going to go. Now, something really funny with NinjaTrader, and that is you cannot just place an order, right click and go sell stop. It'll give you an error saying you can't submit an exit order to a strategy until any of its entry orders can be filled. I don't know why this does that, but what you need to do is go into the ATM strategy and select that same strategy, click, and you go sell stop market, and all of a sudden, it works. Now that you have both sides before the news, no matter what happens, you know that you're covered. I want to remind you not to put your order so close like this because if it jolts 5 seconds earlier, which often it does, it will trigger you short down here and then rip straight up and you would have lost that trade. Because for an OCO order, if the sell stop is triggered, the buy stop is canceled. Similarly, if the buy stop has been triggered, the sell stop is canceled. Meaning if you're triggered here wicked long and it immediately reverses, you do not have the sell stop and you will lose that trade and blow the accounts. That's why, to give you another pro tip, when I've learned from being jolted and taking a loss, many times I don't even use this OCO strategy. What I do is I actually disable the OCO order and I do multiple accounts on 2 different directions. Let's say I'm willing to risk 10 total evals for this strategy. What I'll do is I'll put 5 evals on the buy stop here like this without using an OCO order. As you see, I don't have OCO triggered here. And then on another screen, I obviously would not have the buy stop here because it's on another account. I would go and put the sell stop here. And the reason why I do that, again, is because if I get wicked long here and with these 5 accounts blown because they go against me, at least if it goes straight down, I also pass 5 accounts down here. Now, if you want to do 5 accounts, obviously you have to use the Apex Trade copier. If you want to see this particular strategy in action, go to my channel and check out that short that I have on live execution of this news strategy. Now let's talk about the second way to pass evals because you don't get red folder news every single day. And if you have to pass evals to turn it into PAs, what you do is you give yourself 3 entries because after that, if it still goes against you, your account is going to blow. Now you have to be okay with your evals blowing or else it's not going to work for you. And the strategy is simple. Buy the dip, sell the rip. Sell the rip, cover on the dip. It's really that simple. I don't know how else to explain it. I know people talk about ICT, SMT, FVG, and all these terms, SIBI, ZIVI. Honestly, I don't even get a lot of these terms. I know theoretically what they kind of mean, but I don't do any Judas swing or any kind of terms. I just look at the rip and I look at the dip. And when I see the dip, I buy it. And when I see a rip, I sell it. And I usually aim for about 5 to 10 points on NQ and I take it. The reason why is because if you do 11 contracts, 5 points is $1,100. My rule to pass these accounts in the past couple days is simply take profit at $2,000. This means in order to pass a 300K account, you do that 10 times. But sometimes you actually make more than 5 points because one candle can pop 15, 20 points. And other times, if you add into 22 contracts or 33 contracts, then when it rips, it's gonna go in your favor and you're gonna win big. This strategy requires that you are not greedy. Don't full port it and hold and hope. I've done that many times. I was up 6 or 7 grand and then it retraces on a hard candle and I blow that account. Once you pass your evals and get funded, the trading strategy is completely different. If you want to know how to do that, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'll be uploading that video very soon.